In 2025, Australia's cost of living isn't just going up, it's tearing families apart. If you've noticed more people moving back in with their parents, working two jobs, or relocating interstate just to survive, you're not imagining it. Today, we'll break down exactly why the cost of living in Australia is reaching crisis levels and how it's affecting families like yours. Let's start with what we mean by cost of living. It includes everything from rent and mortgage repayments, groceries, petrol, power bills, and even the price of childcare or a doctor's visit. In 2025, inflation has eased compared to the peak of 2022, but prices haven't dropped. Instead, essentials remain stubbornly high. For example, average rent in major cities like Sydney and Brisbane is now over $700 per week. A weekly grocery shop for a family of four has jumped by over 20% in just 2 years. And childcare costs are consuming up to a third of household income for many working parents. So why is this happening? Stagnant wages. While prices surged, wages barely moved. Most Aussies saw just a 3 to 4% annual increase, which doesn't cover a 7 to 9% hike in living expenses. Interest rates. To fight inflation, the RBA hiked interest rates multiple times. Great for savers, but mortgage holders are now paying hundreds more per month, forcing families to cut back or refinance under stress. Housing shortage. Demand outstrips supply. Immigration has rebounded, but new housing hasn't kept up, pushing prices and rents even higher. Childcare and healthcare strain. With fewer subsidies and rising costs, many families are being forced into impossible decisions. Work more and pay for care, or stay home and cut income. And if this is making sense so far, hit that like button so more people can understand what's really happening too. So what does this mean for you, or your neighbor, or your cousin who just moved to rural Queensland to escape Sydney rent? More multi-generational households, delayed life milestones, people can't afford to have kids, buy homes, or retire early. Mental health is suffering. Financial stress is the #1 reason for anxiety in Australian families in 2025. And couples are being pushed to breaking point. Money fights are now a leading cause of divorce in Australia. Here's one takeaway. If you're struggling, you're not alone. The system is squeezing people from all angles, and real change will only come with policy shifts, wage reform, and housing action. The Australian cost of living crisis isn't just about money. It's about families, futures, and survival. If you found this helpful or learned something new, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. And let me know in the comments, how is the cost of living affecting you?